Welcome to session 11, where you're going to learn how to engage customers at point of sale with online chat. And what we're doing here is we're humanizing your customer's online experience. We're going to personalize your customer's online shopping experience to help your customers buy. Now, I want to be clear that this can work for a fiction author just as well as it can work for a, um, a business author like me. And what you're going to do through this process is you're going to be reachable through your website, and you're going to personalize your customers' experience. So again, if you're a fiction author, you may have lots of customers who would like to hear from you, who would like to talk to you and not just talk to you via email, but you can help your customers buy this way. And so what we want to do is we want to engage browsers to our website with online chat. Now there's lots of online chat widgets. There's free online chat widgets. I use a widget called Zopim.com. This one is called Olark, and there's lots of different ones out there. I don't have any affiliation with any of the online chat programs. I just know that they helped us do $1.5 million in sales. So think about it for a second. People are coming to your website, and 90% of people will take a peek at your website and then just leave. Well, imagine for a moment if you walked in to your favorite department store. I don't care what your favorite department store is. It's Nordstrom's or Zara or those are big American chains or whatever, whatever your favorite department store is. Now imagine you walk in and there are no customers shopping. There are no salespeople helping anybody out. All you can do is look at the merchandise. You can't actually touch it. You can just look at it. And you get to look at it. And if you have a question, you have to go over to a wall on the side and interface with a computer. And there's no phone number, there's nobody to talk to. And there are some websites that have an online chat, but you're generally chatting with someone overseas who totally does not care about you and your business. Have you have you ever gone into a very large department store and asked for help? I was shopping the other day at a very large chain. It was a toy store. I was buying a toy for my daughter. It was a very large chain. And I needed some help finding a toy that blew bubbles. I needed to know where the bubble toy section was. And I talked to the first salesperson, and she said, I don't know where they keep bubbles. And I was thinking, gosh, that's curious. Don't you work here? It's like, really? It's a toy store. It's like, it's not that big. And then I went to another person and I said, hey, where do you keep the bubbles? And she didn't know either. And I went to a third person and they didn't know either. And I couldn't believe it. And I was just thinking to myself, these people couldn't care less about me. They're here to get a paycheck. They're probably not paid very much money at all. And they totally don't care about me. They just want to get their money and leave. The people who are running the show, they just want me to come in and buy and leave. Well, that couldn't possibly be more impersonal. And unfortunately, it's how most of us run our websites. Think about it for a minute. Somebody comes to your website. Do you have a phone number for them to call? Do you give out your personal email address? Do you allow them to talk to you or to chat with you? Most websites do nothing of the sort. And what does that say? It says, come buy my stuff and then leave. It says, don't bother me. It's the same experience as the toy experience that I was just mentioning. So this is an incredible opportunity for you to be different and to be genuine and to be the person who genuinely wants to help you and your customers. And again, I don't care if you're a fiction author or if you're a business person or if you're a wellness professional. You can engage your browsers with online chat and be helpful. So I want to compare the Toy Story with another example of an experience here, and that is, let's say you go to a corner coffee shop, not Starbucks, but a little corner boutique coffee shop where you know the owner and the owner knows you, and they know exactly how you like your green tea latte, and they know exactly that you like a little stevia in it and not sugar. And when you walk in, they know your name, They welcome you. They ask how your day is going. How are your kids? How's your family? How's the work? All that. What's the difference there? Well, the difference is they care about you. They care about you and they care about their customers. And what I've seen so many entrepreneurs and businesses get away from the fact that they care about their customers' results. They care about those customers' quality experience. They care about the products that they have, and they care about their customers' ultimate success. You can change that by doing one simple thing, by adding a little online chat widget on your website. And that pops up proactively when somebody stays on for 60 or 120 seconds and chats with somebody and asks a pointed question. So I'm now going to go back one. And so we do that here on our yoga page. So if you go on CostaRicaYoga.org, and it needs to be during normal working hours. I'm definitely not online 24/7. I only work about 20, 25 hours a week. And the rest of the time I'm not on. But when we are on, I'm available to chat. I'm available to chat with you. And we also put a phone number on there. So if you are looking to book a Costa Rica yoga retreat, guess what? You can call us. You don't need to email us. You could talk to a live human being if it's in, the hours between 9 and 5 Central Time. You can talk to a live human being. You can chat with a real person, and these people all live in Costa Rica, and they all are friendly and speak English, and they know all the great yoga retreats and stuff. But you can actually talk to people and get connected with people, and it has an amazing result in terms of new leads and ultimate sales. And so what we're doing here on this kind of online chat, so when it's on my page, when I am logged in and online, you will actually see a little photograph of me. So that's called an avatar. You'll see the avatar of me, and it's actually me. So there isn't some other secret person that has a login as me. You're not chatting with somebody in India or somewhere else. It's actually me, and I'm not gonna ask you a lame question like how's your day going or how may I help you. I'm gonna ask you, hey, are you an entrepreneur looking to get more customers to come to you? That's a really good question because I want to know if you're just browsing and you have no intention of, if you're not an entrepreneur and you're not even a potential prospective customer, I don't want to waste your time and I don't want to waste my time. And so we also want to be reachable. So allowing people to book a time with you. And this is a great way to get email addresses. So you can say, hey, we're going to give you a health, I'll do a health assessment, 30-minute health assessment phone call with you if you're a wellness professional. It'll be a free 30-minute health assessment. You just need to put in your name and email and book a time with me. It's a great way to get calls with lots of prospective customers and get your booked out. Another way is to improve your conversions. So this really, really can improve your conversions. So a lot of times people will be browsing on our site and they won't have filled out their name and email, and I'll get a chance to chat with them. And people will say, I'm interested in learning more about how to grow my Facebook page. I'm not ready to buy your product yet because I don't know you well enough. You haven't earned my business yet, but I would love your free training. Sure, great. Put in your name and email, and there's a free training that'll show you how to get 10,000 likes in the next 90 days. Great. Fill in your name and email, and off you go. And now you've built another person on your email list. You can also help customers purchase. Remember, nobody likes to be sold, but everybody loves to buy. And so when I have people asking me consistent kind of questions, so I'll get a lot of people asking me, hey, how did you get so many sales in Costa Rica? And I can tell them a little bit. Well, it's the photo album stack, it's the article stack, it's engaging customers in online chat, and I spell all this out in my book. You can go and here's the link to the book, $9. There you go. And then for other people who have more in-depth information, hey, do you know we have a course for that? Do you know we have a free video for that? And I can help people actually purchase, and it makes people feel so much more comfortable. Here's what the Zopim online chat dashboard looks like. And what's a dashboard? Well, the dashboard is what I see when I'm logged in to the online chat. And what I can see is I can see how many people are on my website at any given time. I can see, how many page views we have. I can check all my messages on here. I can look at, and then I can proactively chat and interact with people. So here is an example of how we made this work. So I had a joint webinar call with my friend Nick Unsworth recently, and we did a joint webinar, and on the webinar were 55 attendees. And at the end of the webinar, we didn't sell anything on the webinar with the exception of I sold a free one-on-one session with me. And so I told people, hey, sign up here for a live one-on-one session with me. 21 people signed up. We ended up actually scheduling 11 one-on-one sessions. So there were several people who signed up that just ended up not showing to the one-on-ones, and that's fine. We ended up, out of 11 one-on-ones, we got 9 sales. There were 9 signups, 9 subscribers to our $47 a month program, and that got us a total sales of $5,076 per year. Now, I know from experience, had I done the same thing and not had proactive online chat, and if I wasn't able to chat with people after the webinar, we would have had probably only 2 or 3 people sign up for one-on-one sessions and maybe 1 or 2 sales. So, I know from experience that we got probably 5 to 6 times the number of sales. So a 500% increase in sales conversions just by using proactive chat. Now, when people, there's a lot of people that put online chat. Online chat's not some new thing out there. It's kind of been around for a while. But what most businesses do is lame online chat. And the problem with lame online chat is that it's not personal. So and your customers are smart. You guys are smart. When you see something that's clearly a stock photo and it says questions chat, you say, that's not somebody who cares about me or my business, or they don't care about my personal experience. I'm probably chatting with somebody overseas who's getting paid $5 an hour and just can't wait to get off work. Or on the right hand side, one of the all-time worst questions you can ask: hi, is there anything I can help you with? Well, logically it would say, oh, I want to be helpful. I want to ask people, hey, can I help you? Well, what does every salesperson in the world do when you go into any store in the world? They walk up to you and they say, how can I help you? And what have we trained ourselves to do over time? You can't. I'm just browsing. Leave me alone. That's because people hate to be sold, but they love to buy. So don't try. So we know that those words, hi, how can I help you, mean salesperson alert. Yikes, get away. Don't say anything. So don't ask those words. Don't try and sell somebody like this person's doing. Go and try and help them buy. And the way that I do that is by humanizing the online experience. I make the chat personal. So it's a photo of me. Now this is when I'm not online. This is what you'll see. Book a time with me, discover what's holding you back. Click here now to schedule your session. When I am online, this is also what you see. It's not some faceless person. It's not a cartoon. It's me. It's the photo of me. It's the same photo I have on my Facebook page. It's Brett, the Chief Customer Attraction Officer. And it's so funny. I love it when I chat with people and people are always saying, hey, are you a robot? I'll answer back, no, are you? And people saying, is this really you? Like, yeah, it's really me. And it's great because people can't believe it. And people can't believe it because they're so used to being shunned online today. And that somebody actually took the time to chat with you and answer your questions and show you that they're a real person and understand that you're a real person and that they care about your needs. So the one that I use, the online chat software that I use, is called Zopim.com. I have no affiliation with Zopim. I just like them. I use them, and you can get their free chat widget. Now, you get the free chat widget. Of course, it has limited functionality. I have the advanced one that gives you the unlimited chat. What I really like is the full customization. And what that means is you're setting up your avatar so people can see your photo of you. And you can set up these custom triggers and shortcuts. And a custom trigger would be a automated pop-up that comes up. So again, in order to avoid lame online chat, one of the things that you want to do is don't have an automated pop-up that says, "How may I help you?" I have an automated pop-up that says, "Hey, how many Facebook likes are you up to?" I ask a very pointed question that's intended to screen out the people who are just, looking and would never end up purchasing anyway, and intended to engage the people who are genuinely interested. The people who answer that question of how many likes, Facebook likes I'm up to, tend to be good prospective customers. They tend to be real people who are really looking for solutions. And this thing screens those people for me automatically. So most of the people that I actually chat with are end up becoming customers in one form or another. And it might be just be that they only buy my book, $9. Great, made another book sale, got another customer. That's a great gateway entry level customer that you can develop over time. So set up so you can have your developer install your Zopim.com online chat for free. And if you get the next level version up, and so that next level version up is just $11.20 per month per agent. So for $11 a month, you can put your avatar in there and you can start to customize it a bit. So go ahead and give that a try and see how you can start to engage with your customers. Remember, this is also a great way to find those customer avatar interviews, because you might be chatting with somebody, let's say you have no customers yet, and you might be chatting with somebody, and maybe they're not going to become a customer, but they'd be a great interview. Give them a free 30-minute consultation in exchange for a 10-minute customer avatar interview, and you will get yourself into the marketing habit of chatting with customers every day. So go ahead and do that, and we'll see you on session number 12, where you're going to learn how to fill your next webinar from Facebook.